welcome back. I'm coming out with you with a lightning quick video here because I'm trying to pare down the length of my videos. But what happens when you make a promise to someone that it later turns out that you can't keep for whatever reason? Well, Solomon, King Solomon that is, tells us exactly what we should do in Proverbs 6 verses 1 through 5. Here's what he says. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, have given your pledge for a stranger, if you are snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and save yourself, for you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go, hasten, or the Hebrew translation is to humble yourself. So go, humble yourself, and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep, and your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Alright, so he's laid out the problem, just as I've described it. You've made a promise to someone that it turns out you can't keep. That's the pledge for a stranger, or put up security for your neighbor. And it's evident that you can't keep it because he says you're snared in the words of your mouth, or caught in the words of your mouth. Literally meaning you've laid a trap for yourself. You made a promise about something in the future that it turns out you have no power to maintain. You've obligated yourself to them through the word of your mouth, the honesty of your words, and hopefully the integrity of yourself, and you can't keep it. That's a tricky bind because, I feel it's not an uncommon thing, but it's, certainly not common where, say you say to your friends, hey, why don't we all go out to lunch? It's my treat. I'm going to pay for all of you. But then on the way to lunch, say you get mugged or robbed and they take your wallet. So obviously, your wallet's gone. The thing that you keep all of your money, your credit cards, your debit cards in, is gone. You no longer have a way to pay for lunch. Unless, you have Venmo or Square Cash or whatever other money apps you have where you just pay them back. But we're going to pretend that those don't exist for a minute. You can't make your obligation to these people. And of course, we're going to assume that you would normally keep your obligation because you're a man or a woman of integrity and you're an honest person, and that's just who you are. So, you've created a trap for yourself. His advice is this. He says, go, humble yourself and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep and your eyelids no slumber. What he's saying is literally just that simple. He's saying, you've got yourself in this bind, and it's to them that you've made your obligation. So what you need to do is, as soon as you're aware that you're not able to make this obligation to them, you need to go to them and, humble yourself. Say, hey, I'm really sorry. Something came up out of my control and I can't keep my word to you. I'm really sorry. Can you please release me of my obligation to you? Or perhaps in modern language, this would just be saying, hey, I'm really sorry, I can't treat you to lunch today. My wallet got stolen. How about as soon as I get my wallet back and, have access to my credit cards or whatever, I'll treat you then. Is that okay? And hopefully, they're an understanding person and they let you out of your obligation because I don't think too many people nowadays are hard asses like that. But the sense of immediacy that I mentioned, it comes from that last verse. Give your eyes no sleep and your eyelids no slumber. Literally, don't rest before you've tried to get them to relinquish your obligations to them. And he underlines the sense that this is a trap of your own words in the last verse, verse 5. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the hand of a fowler. You've created a trap with your words. He's given you a way to get out of it. Humble yourself. Don't stick to your pride. Don't think that you can get out of it somehow. Because, the longer you wait, the more it's going to seem like you never intended to hold up your obligation anyway. So that's it. If you enjoyed this short video format, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm going to try and make more videos this quickly as I can. And if you enjoyed the comment or the content, uh, leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. Thanks a lot, and Colonel's in, Colonel's out.